What's up, everybody? It's Old Man Winter 8 for Sun and Ski Sports, and we're going to check out the Nidecker Altai boot from the ground up. So the Altai is really where we're starting to get into the meat and potatoes of the Nidecker boot collection. Got a lot of cool features on this thing to not only give it comfort, but to give it a lot of performance as well. Starting on the bottom, we've got their Gravity Plus outsole. So just like their Gravity sole, where it's made of that high density EVA foam, so it's very, very durable and it offers some cushioning, but the Plus has this little piece of rubber up on the toe. So you're getting a little bit more durability and you're getting a little bit more grip for when you're starting to hike around. And then directly underneath your foot, we have their 3D dual density footbed. So we still have that cradling effect in the back where it's helping to cup your heel and make sure that your heel's not sliding around inside your boot. We also have that silicone on there to make sure that your foot isn't sliding around if your boot isn't laced up tight. But they're doing a dual density foam on this thing. So you have a little bit sturdier foam in the back that's giving you even more support and reducing your foot fatigue for riding all day long. Then when we look at the toe of the boot, we've got that 3D molded toe, which is a little bit more of a one-piece construction. And you'll notice they're getting rid of layering, which is going to be a little bit warmer. It's going to lighten up the boot a little bit, but also with this print that they put on the front of the boot, it helps the boot get a little bit more durable in the toe area, and then also it helps for a smoother entry and exit from any binding. And then moving to the back of the boot, we have their rubber backstay, which this is giving the boot a little bit of support in the back, but more importantly, it's adding to the extra durability when you're getting in and out of your bindings. And if you feel it, it's kind of a rubbery material, so it's gripping and helping the boot grab a hold of your binding, basically linking boot to binding even better. And then just like most of the Nidecker boots, we have that asymmetrical shell and tongue, and they do that because obviously your foot is not completely symmetrical from the inside to the outside, so there's no reason your boot has to be. And this is basically giving you the support on the shell where you need it, the flexibility where you need it, and then on the tongue, it's shaped a little bit more towards the inside of your leg. This is helping to reduce the possibility of having any pressures from any seams from the tongue to your liner, because when you are standing, obviously most of the pressure is on the inside of your leg. And then when we go inside of the boot, we're going to their silver level liner. And this thing is pretty cool because one, you'll notice that there is no lacing on the liner. The lacing is actually built around the outside of the liner. So you're getting that extra fit, you're getting that extra crank down, but more importantly, you're getting more support. It's basically like having an ankle brace wrapped around your liner. And just like all the other boots, we have that custom flex zone in the toes. You get that softer material, so when your foot is in this thing and you're breaking it in and your toes are touching up in the front of the boot, it just helps to have a little bit more comfort while that process is going down. And another big upgrade is we have the Velcro tabs at the top. So when you do push your tongue back against your leg, you can Velcro it down to the outer part of the liner, and it just helps everything stay put and stay nice and snug around your boot before you even lace it up. And then obviously as we go to the lacing system on this, you'll notice that it does have a dual boa. So we have the standard boa on the outside to crank down the lower part of the boot, and then we have the H4 coiler at the top of the boot. Now the H4 is pretty cool because it has a system where if you accidentally hit it, it can pop loose. It's not gonna break and you can snap it right back in. So if you do happen to maybe slip on a step and hit it or smash it on anything, it's not gonna break. It literally is designed to break free. You can snap it in, crank it down, and you're ready to ride. You're not missing out on anytime on the snow. And then it does have the coiler system, which is basically when you loosen it, it sucks the laces in so you can spend less time cranking in all of that extra loose lace and more time out riding. And when it comes to the fit of this thing, I'm actually a size 10.5 in the majority of the skate shoes and athletic shoes that I wear, but I tried this thing on in a 10 and it fit perfectly. My toes were touching, just pushing a tiny bit, which is exactly the fit that you want out of a brand new boot. And I know that this thing is gonna break in and it's only gonna get bigger from there. So I would suggest when you do check these things out, try a half size smaller than what you would usually wear in the majority of your shoes. But overall, this thing is a lightweight and a mid-stiff flexing boot for more of those intermediate to advanced riders who are looking for a little bit quicker performance and something that's a little faster from edge to edge without having to spend a lot of money on a super high-end boot with all the major features. But if you got any questions beyond anything that we talked about in this video, definitely leave some comments down below. Also, make sure to like and subscribe to the Sun and Ski YouTube channel, and make sure to head on into any of the Sun and Ski locations to check out the Altais, or just check them out at sunandski.com.